So we're here ready to do our new podcast where we interview professionals, businesses, community organizations, and more.
But I thought we were here to interview artists.
Whoa, yeah. Yeah, we're going to be interviewing all types of artists, musicians, poets, singers, dancers, painters. Whatever your craft is, we welcome you to come to our podcast and tell us who you are, locally and abroad.
Or is it more about relationships and why those in love wear matching outfits?
Well, to each his own when it comes to outfits. We like to dress alike, of course. And it does matter how we look, both individually and as a couple. We represent each other, right?
Right. So, since you said that, shouldn't this really be about beauty?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to share some of my beauty tips, of course. I mean, that's what I do. Oh, yes, darling, because you do know that I am a Mary Kay consultant, and I've got to let them in on some of my secrets. Anyway, you know, because when you look good, you feel good.
Speaking of look good, feel good, that reminds me that this is more about the vegan, plant-based lifestyle, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Plant-based living saved my life. Fighting diabetes, you know, changing my lifestyle to the vegan lifestyle has really, really improved my health. And so we're going to show everybody how to eat right, tasty dishes that are good for you, and have some guests who can help us with those culinary arts.
That's what's up. So what about the reflections and encouragement of the day? Isn't that what it's really about?
I think at the end of the day, people are going to want to know, what is ChynaGroove? I'm China Doll.
I'm D-Groove.
And together, we are ChynaGroove.
Who are we?
ChynaGroove.
Who are we?
ChynaGroove.
Once again, it's on.
China.
Wait a minute, is that supposed to be the scratch?
Yeah, chicky.
That sounds more like a, never mind.
Chicky.
Like you chasing chickens.
You don't like my chicky?
Chicken.
I like my chicky.
I mean, I see where you're going with it, you know.
My great granddad used to call my great grandma chicky.
Okay, ba-dum-bum.
Come on, rest in peace, Grandma Eva, Nana.
Once again, it's on another Saturday evening, 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's what time it is.
That's what time it is on the Eastern Standard Time Zone.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's where we reside. That's where we are coming to you live from North Carolina. Studio says so right there on the wall in
Over
the
there.
blue circle right there in the
Y'all
green
see?
grass.
Y'all see?
Happy grew grass on the wall. Anyway, moving on. I hope everybody is doing well in your neck of the woods, your part of the world, your side of town, wherever you dwell. That's where you are checking us out. We appreciate you checking us out. Sitting across from me, ladies and gentlemen, to the left, front, and center is Mrs. Camilla Collins, China Doll, Washington. I messed that all up.
That's a spin. I like it. I like when you
flipped it.
mix it up a little bit. Chicky.
Put it in the remix.
Yes, and right across from me is my luxurious, multi-talented, very tech-savvy, and very GQ, I might add, because he Mr. Derek D-Groove Washington.
And what? Together that means you are listening to ChynaGroove.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Hope y'all like that.
Yeah.
Sounds so good, don't y'all agree?
Yeah. Hope everybody once again is doing well out there. Appreciate you listening to us wherever you may be tuning in, whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, the gram. We had a conversation. Is it Insta or no?
Because we Instagram. Is it Instagram or are we Instagram?
We need to leave the jokes to those who do jokes on a regular basis.
Speaking of, we got a special duo tonight. A power couple Jacks of all trades, Jacks and Jactress. Is that the female
Jacks
version
and
of Jack?
Jactress.
You know I'm original. I make words up. I don't even care. Jack and Jactress
On
of
this
all
day, the
creative
Webster's Dictionary defines Jackstress
Come
as
on.
a female jacker.
Oh no.
Never mind. That sounded bad. Never
You messed that all up. I don't take sis as that type. You know what I'm saying? You trying to insinuate nothing?
No, that's an old school term though. If you jack your body, that's house music. Jack your.
Everybody is not from DC or Chicago, okay?
I tried it.
Because if you from Jersey, you ever saw New Jersey Drive?
Yes, I did.
Okay, don't say Jacker on the ChynaGroove show, okay? Jack and Jack Stress. Of all trades, creativity, acting, modeling, and more.
Yes.
You said, leave the punchlines to those who know about it. Today's show is represented by a lovely, lovely couple who are hitting the runways, hitting the cameras, the silver screen, all networks, all platforms with their gifts and talents and beauty and handsomeness. Do you have a clip up?
And we call this one punchlines and poses.
Or poses?
That was nice, wasn't it? Let's get a big round of applause to the models and the volunteers who do the hair and the nails and other things who volunteer their time for helping out. Can we get a round of applause for them, please? Y'all ready to be entertained? Are you ready to be entertained?
Are you ready to be entertained?
Are you not entertained yet? Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Karina Beltry and Uncle P40 himself, DJ Hanson.
We call them snacking, y'all. We call them turn the bag the other way around. We're not getting paid by them. Don't be giving them no label forward kind of.
When it's good, it's good.
Really have Bridges.
How y'all doing? Okay, what happened? I can't hear you. We lost you. Oh. Are they frozen?
They're frozen. Because we're moving. They're not.
And they're not moving.
So that means they're frozen. So we should be like them.
No.
Didn't work.
Oh my God, they're frozen. Oh. Hey, y'all.
I'm trying to refresh.
How are you? I would leave it alone.
No, they left. Hey, welcome to the China Doll Show. I'm Black Doll. That's Yellow Doll. We're waiting for China Doll. It's going to be a great evening. I hope y'all enjoy it. It's going to be, I'm not sure. Oh, my bad.
Is it still live? It is.
Here we go. Hood Country. Certified Hustler. Y'all check them out. Follow them on Instagram. They're my peoples. But anyway, it's going to be a great show. As soon as our hosts get their Wi-Fi back together.
I know.
Because they got Spectrum. That's the cousin of Spectrum.
Spectrum.
We're gonna have a great show. What questions we're gonna be asking? We don't know.
We have no idea.
What question they're gonna ask? We don't know either.
No clue.
So as of right now, let us do what we do. But thank y'all for everyone tuning in right now. I believe they have no idea I have just hijacked their show. Hey, look who's back.
But they're not back yet.
They're not back yet. They coming in.
Completely.
I'm trying to tell you, it's central. Because where they sit at and where they live at, that little valley, they get a little bit of Wi-Fi. So they get 2.3 bars.
Mm.
They don't get the 5-bar service. But we appreciate and we love them. And we're excited to be on the show. It's been a long time getting it together, scheduling and things of that nature. But
it's been long overdue.
We can't wait to see them eventually. Oh, that's nice.
Oh,
well, again, and this is what happens when the show goes on. We want to make sure, China. So coming to the stage now, our special guest, China Doll and her wonderful husband. Y'all put your hands together.
They're keeping it.
So this is what happens, people. When things go awry, sometimes there might be a focus wire. Somebody didn't pay that bill. You just got to reset real quick, get your power the things together. But you don't stop the show. You keep the show going.
That's right.
I'm going to tell you that. I've been on plenty of places where the music went out or the mic died down, and you just got to keep running with it. And that's the best thing about being a host. So if you're looking for a host for your events, holla at your boy, Uncle Pete. I do bar mitzvahs, weddings, funerals, and divorcee parties. I am here for you. If you need some entertainment. Now, if you need somebody to do your makeup and things of that nature, the young woman to my right, she got all the glitter and glue for you. So, just tune in. So if you want to follow at me, Uncle P on Instagram and then Uncle P40 on TikTok.
And I am on TikTok and all platforms, Karina Beltry.
Why you gotta say it with energy?
What do you mean?
You sound like a teacher. I am Karina Beltry.
I just want to make sure that I'm clear and concise.
They speak English. They speak
You'd
Spanish.
be surprised.
They speak Spanish. Anybody speaking
I wasn't talking in Spanish.
I know, so neither were they. I mean, if you are, hola, ¿cómo está? Sapase, Nembule, Shachang, Shishin. We cover all demographics. I'm not racist on Saturdays.
Just on Saturday?
No, I'm not. Tuesdays.
Okay.
That's right in the middle of the week for me.
But anyway, my name is Karina Beltry. I am a model and actress, and I am an MUA. I am a fitness instructor. I am a wife and a mom and a sister and a friend. And I love to cook, and I cook rather well.
Hi, my name is PJ. I go by Uncle P. I'm nothing what she is. I cook.
You do cook?
Yeah, I cook. So I cook.
And he's a comedian as well.
I'm an uncle. Wait, I'm a real uncle now.
Yes.
2 nieces. Very light skinned. Questionable about the dad. But I'm a host, comedian, cook, chef. It's on my work shirt. Chef. And podcaster from Holla at Your Uncle podcast. Influencer actors. We act.
Yes, we're actors.
We're actors.
Yes.
Tubi alumni. We got a couple things on the tube and a Prime. We got a Prime. And,
I have some things on YouTube as well.
Yep. Play. Her and my daughter on plays, and that's
some movies on YouTube as well.
Yeah, something on YouTube, but that's great. Mm-hmm. So we welcome you guys to this show. It's going to be a great show. Once we get things going on, you got to understand. Any given time, something may go awry. It is what it is.
I thought it would be us.
No, I paid the bill. Hey!
Woo!
And now, back to our original host. Swinging to you, China.
Listen, let me tell you something right now. Let me tell you something right now.
I'm getting the hold on finger.
I know, he did it to you twice. You weren't listening.
I'm looking.
Turn the volume. Turn the volume down.
He can't whisper. Now that is straightened out, is everybody clear?
we crystal
All
clear.
clear and set for takeoff. Y'all did an excellent job. We will call tonight's episode of Poses and Punchline the Karina and PJ show because y'all picked that up real good. This building is crazy. Woo, yes, first time ever. But we love. And it's nothing better than what was on the screen right now. We like to have conversations with Venus and Mars. And tonight is a perfect time to talk about.
For a minute there, we had that Teddy Riley Wi-Fi.
Spotify.
That's it.
The Stopify. That's what that was. So thank y'all for your patience.
We took it back to AOL dial-up. Oh man! But you know what? The funny thing is, I heard most of what you guys were saying. Appreciate you for filling in, doing what you do naturally. Apparently,
Plugging.
And that was the best way to showcase it. And we definitely appreciate you. And you're right. You know, it's been a while since we've seen the both of you. I hope both of you are well. We know that you both have been very busy.
Busy. On screen and off screen.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Just a little bit.
That's a little bit.
Man.
I done took 4 pounds off the belly. I'm busy.
All right. Go ahead on, sir.
I'm be
So
sexy by
let's
tomorrow.
talk about but let's talk about that. Let's talk about our health and fitness journeys together. At first, individually, tell me about your health and fitness journeys. Karina, as you expressed, you are a fitness coach and trainer. And we want you to share your pointers about that. And then we'll take it to Uncle Pete so he can tell us how he got rid of that big 4.
Can I tell you, Gil?
So, to make a long story short, which won't be,
No.
I used to, I used to be 336 pounds, and I had gastric bypass surgery. It'll be 14 years this July. And right now, I'm about 160 pounds. Okay.
Ooh.
But I got as low as 135. I mean, it has been hard to maintain the weight off. And I know that some people, this far out, going to 14 years, usually they gain the weight back. But for me, my fitness journey obviously started with making the decision of, having gastric bypass. And then about 2 years later, when I hit a plateau, I decided to join a fitness studio called Studio Poise. They are in Saugus, Massachusetts. Whoop, whoop. And I love them with all my heart. And I experienced Zumba for the first time and fell in love with it. And I think about a year later, I became a Zumba instructor myself and opened my own studio back home. And I was teaching 6 classes a week. I was teaching at a yoga studio because I also became a Pilates instructor. So I was teaching 6 days a week until I moved here to North Carolina. And of course, here I ended up teaching at Health Tracks at a gym. I was doing Aqua Zumba there. And then I was also doing Zumba, not as fixed as my Aqua Zumba was, but, if they needed a sub, I was there teaching the physical fitness classes. I taught Zumba Gold at a nursing home. And, at church.
Yep, she helped the old people get in the casket easier. So
That's so wrong. I can't.
what happened? Oh no, I don't get a symbol for that. I get that.
Punchline number 344.
But I guess one of the secrets to maintaining weight loss, and again, this is by any means not easy at all, because again, I've gained 20 pounds these past, I'm going to say these past 6 to 8 months, because I haven't been very dedicated to myself due to my life being chaotic, anxiety, depression, busy. Okay. But it is a form of dedication to yourself. If you are not dedicated to yourself, then what was the point of going through this whole, surgery completely? But
And
you know,
do you feel that that's where some people maybe fail when they get a gastric bypass? They think that that's all they have to do, and they don't have to be as dedicated.
it's possible, but I mean, to be honest, I think what it is really pinpointing down what your traumas are and what are, or not just your traumas, but what your triggers are. Um, because I was emotionally triggered, so I was an emotional eater. So I had to
Mm,
go through therapy before I could get approved for my surgery, but I also continued my therapy um, in order to understand what caused me to eat. So once I got
Mm.
that part figured out, what triggered me to eat, I actually got better control of my emotional eating. Now, again,
mm,
this isn't something that, you're perfect at it every time, because sometimes you tend to, go down that slippery slope and go back to your old, ways of, emotionally eating to soothe whatever it is that you're, going through at the time. So, but really what it is really understanding what makes you eat. So if
mm.
you don't
Mm.
even understand that part, what emotionally triggers you, then yes, you will fail. It's not just necessarily being consistent, because consistent, yes, you have to be consistent. But,
Yes.
but there are times that I'm not consistent. I'm not.
Mm.
um and again, like I said, it's work, my life, anxiety, depression. So when I go through those things, then I slip off, and hence meaning I am 160 pounds now. Granted, I'm not 336, but you know
But you always look good, girl.
oh,
Yes. Come
thank
on
you.
here.
But
I had a question, not to cut you off, but in those times, because I too am, I call myself a foodie, a food addict, emotional
yeah,
eater, without a therapist to even diagnose that. I just learned it from Google self diagnosis and talking to people who do have therapists. So I was wondering, do you have any tools or any practices that you've picked up over the years to help you to pull yourself out of those times, those dark and hungry times, I call them?
well, it's a lot of things really. To be honest, what I started doing was following joy, doing the things that made me happy. And that's kind of like how I stumbled into modeling, really, because it wasn't something that I thought about ever doing in my life at all. But really, yes, thank you.
You sound thirsty.
Okay. But I was following joy. I would always try something once. And if I liked it, then, I added it into my lifestyle. Again, my brand is a rhythm lifestyle, because I feel that we all should find our rhythm. We all have things that make us tick and make us happy, make us sad. And just making sure that we are aware of our rhythm.
Yes.
It's easier to navigate, certain aspects of life.
True.
Um, but really, and again, even with the Zumba, it was just following joy. And following joy led me to the instructing. Following joy then got me into the studio. Following joy got me into, inspiring other women to not just, I don't want to call it fitness, like the fitness thing, because it's not a chore. It's about loving yourself and making time for yourself, regardless whether that is on a gym, at a pool, at a treadmill, whether it's running, whether it's getting your hair done, your nails done. It was about, making sure that I was mentally at a place where I was happy.
And what type of advice would you give anyone who's thinking about the journey, if they wanted to get evasive surgery to help with weight loss? What would be your best advice for someone?
So, as far as my advice goes, of course, the doctors are going to probably make sure that you meet the criteria of weight loss surgery. And of course, 14 years ago for me, there's, technology and science and the medical field has taken so many advancements. So there's a lot of other ways of having weight loss procedures done than just your invasive gastric bypass surgery. But I feel
Mm.
that, at that point, once you make that decision, I would say try not to think about it too much. Of course, do your research about what the risks are and what would be beneficial for you, because again, everyone's body mechanics are different. But it was the best decision that I ever made. And definitely get a therapist and get some counseling or again therapy, because the weight loss surgery is just one component of being healthy. You cannot
Yes.
you cannot just think that the surgery is the end all and be all and that you're going to be all right, because again statistics show that people that 5 or 6 years after their surgery literally will gain their weight back because they didn't really address the real issues that got them big in the first place and end up being big again.
Yeah. Yeah.
Indeed. And I was going to ask PJ, like, what is that like to take this journey with your wife? And as you said, you have your own level of fitness that you pace yourself with without surgery. And so, what's that like as a couple?
For me, this journey when she was in that situation, it was hard because it was trying to figure out what's going on, what's making this happen, and she got her own stuff to deal with, and trying to incorporate it, and then being supportive. So whatever she needed, I made sure that she had it. She wanted to go to the Y, she went to the Y. She wanted to go to this place, she went to that place. Like I tried to make sure that she had everything. I made sure that she had everything she needed to try to succeed. I wasn't big keen on the surgery due to the risk, but afterwards, when she, after everything was done, and she started doing the second journey of it, going to the gym and finding this little sanctuary, it was a little aggravating. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I'm home and Shorty ain't home. What the hell you doing? I'm at the gym. It's a woman's gym, so it was okay for a little while.
No, the studio is different.
Whatever. There was girls in there.
Girls.
It was all women.
It was all women. And then you start seeing, so I had to really reset myself into the person that she's becoming, because now she was focused. She was watching what she was doing, watching what she was eating. She had a routine that I was not used to.
Yeah.
So I had to get myself new to the routine and even incorporate some of it for myself. And then when she came to me about, hey, I want to open a gym, da 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 da. I'm like, yo, do it. And she's like, okay. And then she opened the gym. I put her in contact with somebody that I knew had space. And then she did it in the middle of winter. We're in Boston. And it's like, no one's coming. I'm like, it's a fucking I'm sorry. It's blizzard.
Yes.
Oh,
She wanted-
wow.
She wanted to quit and everything else. And I'm like, no, just hold on. And I'm glad that she listened, because once she held on, she had students come through. I was a receptionist. I was at the front desk, like, hey, what's your name? Please sign in. Thank you for the towel over there. There's some water over there. And I watched these women come in and with their heads down and in the class leave with their heads high.
Yep.
And come back Monday and then Tuesday and then Wednesday and then Thursday. And it was just like, and then getting to know them and knowing their families, it was amazing. So I've been to
Changing
Zumba,
lives.
things with her, with Zumba people and stuff like that. I even challenged one of the top Zumba people in Mass. She almost killed me, but I've been through the class though. I ain't no punk.
That's
Yeah.
what's
I
up.
was fucking the whole time.
2 of my students are now Zumba instructors now back home. So
And you had a Zumba baby.
Nice.
yep.
Because one lady lost so much weight that her husband tore it down, and now they had a baby.
Oh,
We had a Zumba
Lord.
baby.
She got all sexy.
And then she stays sexy. You know what I'm saying?
And
it was just
flexible.
good. And we had a kid area for the kids.
Big
to play.
shout out to Carol Hernandez, girl. Yes.
We had had kid area for them to bring their kids, so they didn't have to worry about daycare or nothing like that.
Okay.
It was
Nice.
a pretty dope situation.
Nice. We need more of this. And it's so awesome. We are both inspired by you, both in everything that you do, every endeavor that you go on. We always creeping through Tubi and Hulu and trying to find the next episode. Like, tell us something about some of the projects that you've worked on.
This was
So we first started, I think it was in 22. Yeah. We met through my model sister, Penny Richardson. We ended up, working with Keith Powell of E Productions. And he, had an idea, and we filmed in Danville, Virginia. We filmed our first project, which was A Sweet Kiss Goodnight. And I think the beautiful part about Keith is that one, we ad-lib everything. He kind of tells you
you see.
what the scene is about, and he might guide you here and there what to say, but really we ad-lib. So most of these movies that we've done with Keith, they're all pretty much ad lib. There's really no script. So
Oh wow.
yes, yes. So it makes it easier to work with him because there's no script. Obviously with time being what it is, it just makes it so much better. But we started with a Sweet Kiss Goodnight, and then we did Seeds of Satan, and of course
Scary
he's done,
stuff.
yeah. He's done
Yeah, a
more.
little bit of seeds. It wasn't a lot though.
He's done way more movies, but then we did Something in Virginia, Beware Paul Pry,
One more.
and the one that's
Money
coming
Shot.
up, Money
Game.
Calling is
Money
coming
Calling.
up the pike. So
Okay, that's what's up. When can we look
Yeah.
for that one?
yes.
And yeah, we got 2 more coming.
And then, of course, I've worked with Denny Ann, and she's got the little YouTube shorts. I've done Aquaphobia. We did
The needle, fairy
the
needles.
needle. Yep.
Oh man, not the
Yep.
needle phobia.
Yep,
What's
the
it called
fairy
again? What's the terminology for
I
needle
call it
phobia?
ouch.
Um,
Ouch.
Wait a minute. I know what it is. Trypnophobia.
There you go.
Yeah, that's
Look
it.
at-
Yeah, see?
Go stop for the
Yeah.
Go ahead, man.
That was personal for him. We watched that. He was like, "Aye."
I say that because I am afraid of needles. So when I watched that, it was not an easy watch. I'll just put it that way.
I try to make it, if you see me coming as your doctor, you know it's a bad thing.
We knew it was a problem. We knew it was a problem. When you call the doctor and he's still in the garage talking to you, talking about, yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah, it's a problem. It's a
That's
problem.
it.
When the doctor looked like Dr. Dre, it's a problem.
The doctor looked like Dr. Dre.
I was in the middle of things, you know what I'm saying?
That line took me out.
I love everything y'all are doing. I'm telling you, it's just I'm so happy to have met you. When we connected,
God,
Karina
yes.
and I, we
Sergio, I love him.
yeah, Fitz. Shout out to Fitz.
Fitz, I miss you.
We were down in Fayetteville and we were both at a music video shoot, I think it
Yes.
was, or a
But
casting
wait.
We
call.
do her singing.
But wait.
What happened was,
But wait.
oh no,
Uh-oh.
He's
What a
ready.
doctor at? What a doctor at? Yeah, let's get him.
he got me.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
You know what that means?
Yes.
Yeah, just a little pinch.
Oh,
Needles like that, shout it.
Just a little pinch.
I can't believe
Shout out to Penny.
no.
Just a little pinch.
Yes. No, no,
Yeah,
no.
just a little pinch.
No, no.
There you go. I've never seen
Just a little pinch.
I got just one question after this is over.
Me too.
Just one question.
Where y'all get all them needles from?
These are small.
Those are small needles.
Help me.
I mean, they're just little tiny.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, what are you doing? We're trying to make them better.
Hey,
I love
shut up. There you go.
That was not a normal needle. That was a turkey-based. That was
You know,
a
and that was my question. The one that she had.
That was a BBL needle.
A
Had to get-
BBL
yeah,
needle?
had to
I'm
get-
done.
Had to get through the skin into the hip. That's a Thickums needle.
A Thickums needle.
Yeah, Thickums.
Let me borrow that for the weekend.
Oh my god, I can't.
I had to
You
play
didn't
that
expect
little
that
clip
one.
because I mean, even though I'm afraid of needles, when I saw that, it was. I mean, I wanted to play the whole thing, but it's like 24 minutes and change long.
Yeah,
so I mean,
the
it
whole
was,
episode.
Yeah, but that part right there was definitely the funniest.
Oh
not,
my
not to
goodness.
take away from your contribution.
I tried.
Which
You guys
one?
watch Technophobia?
The fear
The fear of
AI.
technology and AI?
The robot.
I
We
think
were getting ready to watch that one
started
next.
it, and we were going through, and we had something else to do, so we were kind of going through it real quick, and we decided to use this one that we just showed you. So we didn't go back and watch the rest of the other one.
Wow, y'all are so dope. I love this, and we're looking so much forward to all the things that you have coming. And you said, what's the next movie? Money's Calling or Money Call?
Yeah, Money Calling's
with
done.
Keith.
Yeah,
Yes.
that one was fun.
And
That was
yeah,
fun.
and of course with Denny Ann, I did also Psycho Ward. And we filmed that at the Woods of Terror in Greensboro.
Straight
Uh,
jacket.
Oh my
yep, straight
goodness.
jacket. Yep.
Mm.
That one's pretty good. That one's on
Go
YouTube
upstairs.
as well. And of course, with Sergio, I've done 20 bands too,
20
and
bands. Uh-huh.
yep, 20 bands too. You know, I got a couple scenes in there, and 20 bands 3. So sometimes you kind of forget all the stuff that you do because you know we're moving so fast.
You working, baby.
Yeah,
That's what's
yeah,
up.
yeah.
Kudos to y'all.
Yes.
So
And
this is
Good.
love. This is so much love. So PJ, did you start out at the beginning both together doing the acting and modeling, or how did you become a team in this?
the movie we
The
did
movie?
together, yeah,
Which
with
one?
Keith.
It had to be the movie with Keith, but I mean, I've been doing this for a long time. Um, my first runway when I was 15, 16, when I was in
Mhm.
Virginia. I modeled for Belks.
Oh,
We did that.
fancy.
Yeah, we
Kill me.
well, it's the story is great. So what had happened was the women that came to the school and were looking for teen models, and we didn't want to go to class. So the last 2 periods, either go to class or sign up for this modeling thing. So me and my friends we went to the modeling thing, and they picked us on accident, and that's what we had to do the modeling stuff.
On
Not
accident.
on accident.
It was on accident. Cause we didn't think we literally went there just to cut class, and then we acted up on the runway, and they still chose us. And it was
Be
a
with
whole,
the girls.
yeah, and then put us in clothes that were too tight. It was ridiculous. It was
I wish I had those pictures.
somebody knows them somewhere. That's what I'm afraid of. If you know, when I get to that level, someone go, "Oh, look at this guy." No, don't do that. Hosting my first hosting gig, I was 13. 600 people. It was what was it? Anti-violence rally for the city.
Nice.
Okay.
So
Now you said Virginia. What part of VA?
I was in Suffolk County, so I was in Franklin, Southampton County. I was down there. My hosting gig was back home in Lynn, in Massachusetts. I signed up accidentally. They told me I'd be an MC. I'm like, all right, cool. And then I got out there, and there was all these people looking at me. I was like, hey, what the hell you want me to do? and I just literally freeballed it, and it was dope. Everything came out good. So when we moved down here, we met Lakeith, and through her friend Penny, and pretty much, can you do it? Yeah, whatever. And then that was that.
Mm.
The modeling stuff, though, the modeling crap, stuff. I don't mean crap, but I did it more this time because I've always told her that it's not that serious. And then her and Theo were like, "Oh, well, how come you don't try out?" I'm like, "I bet." So I went out there, no cares to give, got the gig at High Point Fashion Week, nailed it, made the commercial, and I told them, I turned around, like, I told you, no big deal. I went down and sat down.
Because you're a guy.
I don't care.
It's so hard for women.
Y'all
Yeah,
crazy.
you train so hard. I mean, Karina, I've seen your chops. You train so hard. You
You
all
guys
are
take it
always
too
practicing.
seriously. It's not that
And-
serious. They don't pay your bills.
It's hard.
I think that on the
I told you go upstairs.
gender side of it, sometimes people are more critical of the ladies than they are of the guys. I think sometimes we
In-
criticize ourselves, number one, more.
Mm.
And then
You're
we are
talking on the modeling side.
in modeling.
Okay.
I think we're concerned. We're concerned about how we look more than how we look in the clothes more than how we actually look. Because as you can see, we can be confident.
Yeah.
How?
PJ, you have your hand up. Let's go to you.
Thank you, sir. I would just like to say,
Interject.
hey, I waited my time. I gave her minutes. What I wanted to say was, I understand how it is for the females and how they project themselves, and the males do too. I seen that in the back. But here's my thing. If you're not there to have a good time, you shouldn't be there because nobody can break you but you. So you have an opportunity to go out and showcase yourself to the best of your ability. Go have fun. Because when the show's over, the lights turn off, and you get back in your car, you're going home. So when I mean it's not a big deal, I'm not taking away from how hard a lot of people train and get their stuff together. I give them a lot of props. But at the same time, try not to take it so seriously and have more fun, because if you have more fun with it, you'll be your natural self and they're going to love you when you hit that runway.
That's a very, very, very good point. And I think that applies to almost anything that you do. If you truly love what you're doing and it doesn't seem like it's work, you know, you've got that thing. It's either a gift or you're just a natural at what you do. You enjoy it, you love doing it, and it comes out and it shows. And especially when you're a creative, you know what I'm saying? A lot of folks look at creative people as if they're weird. They're not the norm. They're this and that. But guess what? They get a joy out of creating, and they enjoy doing it. And a lot of creatives don't care what other people think. Because they know that somebody out there is going to appreciate what they're doing. And I think the way I look at modeling, it's the same way. You know, not everybody has the same modeling style, but, you know, you can put a show of 50 different models together and put them on a runway. And even though you've trained for it, you've practiced for it, you've rehearsed for it and do whatever, each one of them at some point is going to bring their own flair or their own style into it. And it's all going to fit together and it's all going to look beautiful.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
That's the truth. And it's I don't like seeing, especially the women, you know, put themselves through a lot of unnecessary stress of trying to satisfy somebody else before satisfying themselves. I don't think that's fair.
It's hard.
And it's maybe hard, but at the same time, you have to, and if you have that, first off, if you have that support group, you need to listen to them, because even if they're not in the modeling industry or whatever, these are the ones that you deal with every day, all your whole life. These people you're going to see for a couple of weeks. So don't put so much weight in the ones you see a couple of weeks versus the ones that are going to be like, hey, you know what? I don't like what you had on, or, you know, I don't think you should, you know, do that. They're not doing it to be a hater, and that's the whole thing. People think you're out there to be hateful. No, I'm being honest. I'll still support you. We just had this conversation. I'll support you, but at the same time, if I dislike something, I'm gonna tell you. Because if I don't tell you, I'm not being a real friend, husband, or anything to you. I'm just being a rah-rah person. I'm not a rah-rah person. She'll tell you. We'll go back and forth for things all day. I'll tell you what, if I don't like it. If it is, that's it.
I just got a question. I just dropped in my spirit. It's like, what's worse, Karina, from your point of view? What's worse, the blunt honesty of someone who's telling you their truth about how they feel about whether it's good or bad, or someone who's always, yeah, you look good, and you're not sure if they're sincere or not? You know, the realness.
I'll take the bluntness as long as it's coming out of love.
Yes.
The fake stuff, nah, that's not really for me. Because at the end of the day, you know, with the fakeness, you know, let's say this, if you're not really doing something that's right or correct, right? But yet people are telling you, yeah, girl, you're fine, you're doing great, or you're this, you're that. But you're not doing it correctly. I would much rather have someone tell me, hey, that's not right, that's wrong. And, you know, but as long as it's coming from a place of love, I'd rather take the criticism any day over someone who's lying to me and making sure or basically letting me make a fool out of myself all this time just for their own little personal enjoyment.
Yeah.
Right now, I got a picture in my head of your dog running around in circles, chasing his tail.
The son just came home, and so when he comes home, it's a whole different diagram. So I got one downstairs, one upstairs. All of a sudden, they hear the keys. They're like, "Oh, party on!"
I could hear the nails on the floor. I could just picture him just spinning in circles, getting excited.
Big baby. But with that being said, iron sharpens iron, and I love that you're able to receive the blunt truth, because we give it to each other straight, no chaser as well. And it's just so important. How do you build your stamina when it comes to that? Like if someone that you meet that you're coaching is unsure about how they're doing, and you give them the straight facts like that, and you see that it kind of crushed their world, what would you come back with?
So again, I mean, I'm not much.
Not
of a model
PJ.
coach. I'm not much of a model coach. I'm not.
Oh,
I
okay.
I've taught a little here and there. Helped out in classes or whatever. But for me, I one focus on their strengths. Tell them where they're strong at before I start if you call the constructive criticism beating them up before I beating them up with the negative. I'd rather
Exactly.
start and point out what your strong suits are before I even come back at your weak points.
Got you.
That's great.
And of course, yes.
Yes,
No one put
PJ.
that-
I was gonna just pretend that PJ was that kid in class that answers every question and the teacher keeps skipping over him. I was just gonna skip
Yeah.
over him.
And I felt that in my spirit. So therefore, that's why I have my honorary interrupter. When you're not even critiquing, but when you're actually constructive criticism, not a lot of people can take it. So you have to be very careful of what you say and how you say. So
True.
Yeah,
even to Karina, she's very sensitive,
I am.
and she'll do stuff that'll make me mad. And I'm like,
I
yo,
do.
and I'll stop and like, hold on, let me talk to her that she understands. And you might think you might be dumbing this conversation down, but you're really not. You're actually reaching a position of understanding between you and the person you're speaking to on the language they understand. Now, it might not always be like that. Y'all married, you know how it is. But at the same time, you take a step back, like, listen, this is what I'm talking about, Shawty. XYZ, XYZ, XYZ equals this. And then you might get oh, I didn't see it that way. And then you can tell them, well, this is why I said what I said. A, B, C, E, F, G. Oh, okay,
Forgot
makes
the
sense.
D.
I ain't forget the D.
No D. No D.
Don't forget the
Oh, no D.
D. No D, that's it. Let me take the D off. Getting good. And that works. So, wow. See, there you go. You got that. But when you get to that level, there are things that we have conversations about.
Yeah.
There are outfits that will not be allowed.
Yeah.
There are people that I don't like. I am very boisterous. I have a dominating presence when it comes to what she does.
Yeah.
So I don't care about the producers. I don't care about who's the designer. I don't care about none of them people. That they mean nothing to me. I'm only nice to them because she's, working with these people. But don't think I won't pull them to the side. But like, let me tell you something. And that's it. Now, has it cost her anything? No, not yet, because she's kept me kind of refrained at certain things.
Yeah.
But as we go along in this journey, she's starting to see what I was talking about.
Yes.
And she's like, oh, that's why you wanted to pop, blah, blah, blah. And so,
Wow.
and I tell her, the husbands that are in this, that sitting on the sideline, a lot of them be very upset in the car because the wives go home and be like, oh, he said this to me and he did that. And they be wanting to react, but they don't want to ruin the moment for the girl. We have a good way of constructive criticism speaking guy to guy.
Or husband to husband, yeah.
Nah, just guy to guy. Don't even be a husband. Let me tell you what you're not going to do. You're not going to speak to her this kind of way. We're not going to work in this kind of way. So you know what? If she can't be in your show, it is what it is. But I'm going to tell you, unless you got good insurance, we ain't going to have these problems.
Period, Pooh.
Sometimes
That's it,
you just
Pooh.
got to lay it down like that.
Well,
You
you
have
know,
Because
I've been there. I've been there.
you got people who think they're in New York and Rome and Italy, and they think they're the producers of Ralph Lauren and all this other stuff. Nah, bro, you right here in Raleigh, cuz. Like, your boutique don't even make $1,000 a week. Get out my face. Like, so don't come to me with all these expectations and demands, and then you think you just talk to people in any kind of way. I tighten your jaw. I ain't worried about it.
And that, my friends, is a conversation between Venus and Mars. For real, for real. When we talk about Venus and Mars, we're talking about the emotional side, the sensitive side, and the logical and boop, 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 you up side. So
Up.
laid down by Uncle P.
The whole time. Yes,
Flat
ma'am.
out. You're doing a great job.
You
We
let
just-
one slip earlier,
we
but
need
you caught yourself
applause
about
for him.
halfway
We need
through.
to give him some kudos for that because yes. Uncle P, come on.
I haven't
Uncle
cursed that.
P.
Maybe the baby one, but I haven't gave it a good one.
Listen, and we appreciate you for that. Be you and
Trying to
just let's
respect. Yep.
let's continue the realness is what we need, what we have here at China Groove because
I'll beat your ass.
it's not scripted, it's real talk. So
Real talk.
we appreciate y'all realness and y'all transparency about your experiences. And it's a shame that we even have to go through that and the level of unprofessionalism and predators that are in
It's
all
big.
of the industries of entertainment. We hear about the big names and islands and all kind of secret societies and clubs and groups meeting up and doing
I
stuff.
mean, and it goes from top to bottom because, like you just said, you often hear about the big names, but what seldom goes said is you have a lot of, and I think PJ, you touched on it a little bit ago. You have a bunch of these wannabe names
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
that put a lot of salt in the game, and they try to influence things because they want something out of what you have to offer. So they feel like they can just talk down to you, or they can just put you in situations that you should not be in. And it's good to have someone like that, by your side. And I'm sure it's vice versa. Karina, I'm sure there's probably some times where PJ might be getting ready to do something or look into something, and you kind of get in his ear and say, hey, this might not be the right thing, or this, that, and the other.
Honestly, it's rare with PJ because PJ is one, not as friendly and as, I was going to use the term flamboyant, but that's not the right choice of words.
I'm flamboyant like a mom. You saw my suit, sir.
but PJ's not as open as I am. I'm very open to new things, new people, new experiences. And I always kind of give people the benefit of the doubt, or maybe too much of the benefit of the doubt. And I personally get hurt a lot. I get used a lot. I've been taken advantage of because of my kindness. PJ's a little more guarded. He definitely has way more boundaries than me. I'm just now starting to, implement boundaries in my life, especially in this realm that we're in. Because again, people can get mad, but guess what? You producers, if you ain't got no models, you ain't got no show. If you ain't got no models, your designers ain't got nothing. So
And
I feel like a level of respect should be given. Some level of respect should be given to the models just for their time, because again, you're not paying me for gas, you're not paying me for miles, you're not paying me for food, you're not paying me for my time. So be grateful that all of these women and gentlemen that are making time to, make sure that you have a successful show and that you make thousands of dollars for this show, that we at least get water or some snacks or some food. But for the most part, I've been blessed that I've been, I've worked with really great people. So I can't say that I have, any gripes. But right now in this industry you really gotta, really value the girls and the gentlemen that are making time for you so that you can have a successful production. And I think that at least in my experiences here, I just feel like sometimes they lose sight of that because of their greed.
The integrity goes out the door with greed. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
PJ, you had a statement?
If you can't afford a variety pack of chips, some fruit, some food line, some bottled water, the little ones, Free Suns, Kool-Aid coolers.
Somebody got some food stamps up in there, don't they,
Somebody
PJ?
got food stamps, okay?
Somebody had some food stamps.
Somebody got EBT on the point. These men and women, I've seen them. I ran to the store for them. Because they be at one place for 8 hours and sitting there waiting for the show to start. And these people don't have nothing to eat. But they're told to be here at 8 a.m., 9 a.m. for a check-in call. And then the show don't start till 5. Let me tell you something, cuz.
7.
Hold on, hush. Let me tell you something. If you call me to be somewhere at 8 o'clock in the morning and I don't have no breakfast by 10 o'clock in the morning, me and you got a problem. Now, if you really want to stretch it out,
This is Milo.
get his little criminal ass butt down.
He's so sweet.
He wants to be all up in the camera.
Go on somewhere. Look, let me tell you something.
He's a
If you
model.
ain't got nothing by lunchtime, me and you gonna have a problem. Ain't gonna be no show. I'm gonna form a mutiny. Me and the girls, we gonna roll out, and we ain't coming back.
Oh my goodness. And I mean, on another note, like going back to screening what you have to wear. I know a lot of times you show up to a show, and if you're not familiar or have not worked with a designer before, and they pull out this sheer pasties and video vixen outfit, and you're like sitting there looking at PJ like, oh wow, like
Let me share a true story on that one. For the
let's go.
For the most part, I have not had to wear anything that's like that, but I will share a story real quick. But because most of the, obviously the designers, kind of obviously make something for me based on who I am, personality, and obviously my age, right?
Blah, blah, blah.
But I did have a show in Atlanta over a year ago, and we never met any of these designers, right? So there was this one designer who had a lingerie line, and she was like, yeah, I need you to put this on. And I'm like, no, yeah, but I need you to put this on, this and this and that. So I was so scared. And of course I put it on, and right before we went on stage, I had to text PJ and be like, yo, do you think this is cool? Do you think this is all right?
Tell the story. No, let me tell you what happened. No, she had her friend text me.
Well, my phone wasn't with me.
Anywho, she had one of her friends send them to my second wife, Madeline. And she told Madeline, is this okay for her to wear?
I love you, Madeline.
And I looked at the outfit for about 4 minutes. And I'm like, she already got it on. And she was like, yeah. I was like, F it. Go ahead, let it ride. But let me tell you something, designers. Y'all don't work for Fenty. Let me tell you that right now. Y'all get stuff from TV. I know where the hell you get your stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Don't play with me. I would go backstage and embarrass you on purpose.
Not the T-move.
Yeah, there's
Oh man,
T-move.
I'm gonna plead the fifth. I'm not gonna say nothing.
Listen, and it's difficult because I've seen all walks of models, all genres of models, and there is a level of there's boudoir, there's lingerie, there's urban gear, there's sportswear and urban gear, and the elegant wear, the formal wear, and things of that nature. So when you are going into the industry to keep your integrity, is that something that you can put on your comp card? Hey, shout out to Tracy Lucas on watching. So
Tracy,
is there?
Baby.
You're a black son of a.
I love you.
Hey, let me tell y'all. Can I ask y'all a question real quick
What's that?
before she answers that question?
About what?
We can't cuss on here. So what's the because the cussing it hurt.
Well, we have a.
Let me tell you, it feels like a hiccup that I can't put outside, or you're holding a fart in and it hurts your inside. I respect everything. I love the platform. Don't get me wrong.
He said it hurt though.
Boy, it hurt right there.
Consider
We
this a therapy session.
We like to keep our show PG-13 because we want to make sure that this is viewable from all angles and all genres.
That's fine. Therapy,
But we want you to be you.
That's therapy.
I cuss my therapist. Now my therapist had to learn how I talk. Let me tell you real quick, 30 seconds. No, hush up. No, so let me tell you, right?
He gonna tell you right now.
So my therapist she very reserved. Shout out to her. She know who she is, and that's what it is. She tried telling me my speaker of love is aggression. And so me and her had an aggression session. And I told her how I felt about it. And she actually had to stop and think about it because I broke it down very scientific to her. To the point where she was like, ooh, I get where you're coming from. That's all I needed. I wanted a therapy session that time. I was good to go. She don't tell me nothing to do. I love you guys because I know y'all longer than her and I respect the hell out you.
Look at y'all.
I'm be quiet, but y'all know what I do. I'm sorry.
No, it's all good. I had to pop these up because I saw this photo shoot and I was like, okay, that's a nice photo shoot. That's nice.
Tracy Lucas.
That was last weekend with Mr. Tracy Lucas.
And the designer is LaVincent. He is out of Maryland and he does couture and literally I
love that.
And no, I did not plan the fact that when I put this up, it took the ladies out and only the guys are on screen. That was totally unplanned.
I'm good with that. It's okay.
I feel some type of way. Look at these two. Look at all the
The
love.
show, we already know who run it. Don't even worry about it.
Well, it's the ChynaGroove show, so she technically has top billing over me.
That's it.
So
I love you, Marilyn.
So her dress was made by Reggie, aka LaVincent.
Okay.
My suit was from Sheen. Yeah, that's right. 99. Came through, fit lovely, had pockets and a stretched gut. What's up?
So
Look
if
nice,
the other
look
one
nice.
is Shop Like a Billionaire, what's Sheen?
Oh, God.
Never mind.
brother. Let me tell you something about
She
him.
in there.
Hold on.
She in
He's a
there.
boy. He's not a transformer.
Pretty dog too, by the way.
Thank you. We rescued Milo a year ago.
Over a year ago.
Over a year ago.
Oh, okay.
So he was on a drug case. He was a witness in something. A friend of Penny's daughter was fostering him, and then because I want another dog, I need a dog in the house. The other one I got, he's retired. So we got this psychopath.
The way he
looking at
keeps
you like,
the way he
what?
keeps looking at you though, it's like he's waiting for a treat.
Hey, Milo.
And Milo is a people person dog. He loves on people. You feed him, he's good. But when he's outside, he's on his business.
When I tell you he's really comfortable right now, sitting on my
Yeah,
lap.
I'm sure he is.
He thinks he's a little dog.
I mean,
But he turned out to be a very good dog. I was going to send him back to the pound after a couple accidents in the house. A couple fights in the house.
yeah.
But he turned around. He's really, I hate to say it out loud because he's listening, but he's a great dog.
He's paying attention to you so bad.
When I'm outside with him, he knows how I behave. That's one thing I like about him. Like he adapts to people's behaviors. Like he knows when I'm outside it's about business. He'll buy the car for me, so it's not a bad thing. But all in all, this is what he does. He wants treats and all this little loving crap.
He's a mama's boy.
That's why she holds him. I don't touch him.
He seems like he's seen a lot.
You know what? He was very traumatized. And this is our first dog with a lot of trauma. And with the kids, especially my daughter, my son, they have done a great job working with them. And right now he went from the projects, to the high rise.
To the burbs.
Okay.
To the burbs.
So
Go, Milo.
He stopped all that thug living, and now he's like, "Hey, it's 5:00. Where you at? Like, where's my dinner?"
I hate to ask the obvious question. What breed?
Yeah, he's a pit
bull.
He's a
Pit.
All
Yeah.
pit?
Yeah, I could. Yeah.
All pit.
All pit.
I wasn't
pit.
sure if it was mixed or not, but I could tell he was a pit.
He's
Yeah.
a champagne pit.
Champagne.
They took his Joy Buskets away. We
Joy
definitely-
Buskets.
we definitely would've-
Never heard him
we
called
would've
that
made,
before.
Some pretty puppies with him, but that's just what they do. But all in all, Milo's about his business. He's getting better. He gets better every time I talk to him.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me like I like you? I don't like you.
He said, yes, you do. Doesn't he, mama? Aww.
Look at him. Look at you like a big sissy.
Look, oh my
You
God.
an 80-pound
I mean,
sissy.
if we had,
Look at this. Look.
He said, don't talk about me on live. Don't talk about me on live.
Big
So-
80-pound sissy.
So since both of you are in the entertainment industry, let me ask you this: when the writers' strike was going on, how did that have an effect on the two of you? Did that affect you at all with some of the
No,
productions?
We're non-union.
yeah, we're non-union.
Okay.
That only affects like
that's
the
what's
union
up.
workers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and the thing that I kept hearing, was since there was a strike,
Yeah.
there was talk out there that if you were non-union and you still did work during the strike, that could jeopardize you getting your SAG-AFTRA card.
You could, because that's only if you work with a big production. So if,
Got
like
you.
if we were down in Wilmington working with Fox or
Yeah.
Okay.
Stars
when we
or
did our
network,
kind of people, yeah.
those kind of situations, that would affect our eligibility to.
To get it in the future. Okay,
Yeah.
so as long as you're working on your own project, doing your own promotions and doing
Yep.
all of that, then you're good. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what's up.
We had to
Now,
learn
we
that,
want-
though.
Yeah.
Now we got to get some pointers from you because, I know you're giving clean, natural face, which is also gorgeous and luxurious.
Who, me?
Yes. We want to share some, and we ain't going to slight you either. You always moisturize too, sir. Come on now.
I'll take a little bit of water. Just put a little water on there.
Come on, brown don't drown and black don't
Another way of
drown.
saying
Come
you
on
got-
now.
You gonna tell them I ain't gonna say it, girl.
Another way of saying you got your shine on. No, just kidding.
So we talked about the health and fitness and wellness. Now, how about your skincare regimen? What is your secret?
Listen, it is very extra. It is literally very, very extra. I will say that I use a lot of the Mary Kay
Stop. Come on.
skincare, and what I mean is, one of my holy grails is actually the face wash and the night moisturizer that I use. But I will say I use a lot of stuff.
Let me know if you need some more Mary Kay.
Yes, I use a lot of stuff. I mean, I'm not saying that I'm like a one brand person, but I even use I even use Ponds.
Mama and them.
Old school.
Listen, I even old school Ponds. Now I do have 4 different Pond creams that I use. My I swear it's so extra, but my moisturizing routine is so extra that I think my moisturizing routine is longer than my shower.
Wow.
Because it is.
But
And this is just from the neck up. This not all over, just from the neck up.
Yep. I mean, if I start counting, I have about maybe 10 different creams that I use just on the daily. And then, of course, when I have to do, a face beat, then I put, then on top of the 10 creams that I use, then I bust out with my Estee Lauder, for the face beat. But it's a lot. But I really do believe that, a good makeup, starts with good skincare.
That's it.
So it really is important that we women, especially even us with lighter complexions, that we stay away from the sun, that we use our SPF, and that we maintain obviously drinking water, but really the moisturizing game has to be on point. And
are you drinking water right now?
I will
Are you
note
drinking
this.
water? Are you drinking water?
I think young girls should start early. They can start in their teen. I'm drinking wine.
That's not water.
I drink water all day.
I just want to refer what you're saying.
Jeez,
Speaking of the young ladies, I saw a news story about this new craze. It's like a new fad. Preteens have extensive skincare addictions. Like they're using wrinkle cream and things that women over 40 usually use in their system. Yes, it was amazing. I was just sitting in the waiting area at the hospital with my dad, and I just couldn't believe it. And I don't know if they're doing it for TikTok, just to get the views up, or to pretend to be a skincare specialist. But I'm talking 11, 12, 13-year-olds literally using wrinkle cream and things of that nature.
That has to be the stigma of beauty.
Yeah. Well, hold on, wait. So, real quick, Chyna, shout out to your dad. How's he doing?
He's doing great. Thanks for asking. I'll let him know you asked him.
That's OG right there. He pulls.
Listen,
say something about something.
Once a Marine, always.
So here's the funny part, and I take very pride in this.
Yes, I didn't moisturize.
Trin never moisturized.
Nope.
I had to show her how to moisturize.
He did.
Wow, that's good.
I was a thug with good skin, girl. I had everything. My pores was beautiful.
His Avon game was on point back then, baby.
My Avon
Yeah.
I used to walk around with the mask and everything, making deals on plays on the phone. Look,
Gamer Kid 2012 said, "Yo, what's up?"
Who that? What up, shawty? Follow me on TikTok. Don't talk to me
watching on YouTube.
But I think that's really good for the young ladies to be doing. I think the gentlemen need to be doing it, because I'm not a clown. I know they're out there doing what they do, but at the same time, taking care of your skin goes a long way into how you age and everything else.
On top of that, the black don't crack.
Black don't crack, but it will crack if it's dry. So,
no doubt.
But you know what? I'm glad you said that, though. We really need to normalize men taking care of themselves as far as
Yes.
like you just said, skincare and things like that. It's
Manicures,
far too
pedicures.
often that if a man says that they're doing something like that, oh, you soft. Oh man, you a punk. You know what I'm saying? It's like you get talked down to. And this is, I'm gonna step up on my soapbox for a second.
Come on,
This
Shay
is
Ray.
one
Get
thing.
it, get
This
it.
is one thing that
Come
I
on.
find so disturbing in our community. We always want to say that others outside of our community are emasculating our males.
Yeah.
Yet we do it to each other on a
Every day.
daily basis with things
Yeah.
like that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times cats don't even look at it like that. Oh, I'm just keeping it real. No, what you're doing is the exact same thing that you're accusing other people of doing, but you think that it's okay.
Meanwhile, his
You know what
lips
I'm saying?
ashy. You know what I'm saying?
The whole thing comes from though is how we treat ourselves as a society. Because if
True
we-
that.
And I used to be I was a big person about that. I went to a trade school, and I learned about cosmetology from trade school.
Yes, Cleveland. You
Oh,
were
So-
like,
okay.
When the pretty space girl was like, "Hey, we need somebody to do the facials and that," me and the boys rolled up. Because
I know Pierre was.
right up here was fierce. My brother Pierre. Getting manicures and stuff like that, and your skincare, and you start
Yeah.
learning for yourself. Like, yo, I look, some of these dudes are looking kind of older than what they're supposed to be, and I'm over here about 2 years, 3 years behind these suckers. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking good.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I agree with you. That skincare to me is simpler to me as a male, because I think we don't need as much just based off of our DNA, white, black, and different. If you take care of your layers, you're okay. So you'll catch me in the bathroom with the ponds. I got some
Be taking
cream.
my skincare.
Stay stocked up,
I'm
sis.
a big Nivea supporter, so I got the face cream with that. The small business out of Winston Salem. No, High Point. These two young sisters, they have a skincare line. I bought one of their products last year. I use it every day.
Yeah.
That's
These
what's up.
girls
What's
are
the
gonna be
line?
14. Oh, I'll go get it real quick. But it works wonderful. It opens your pores. You feel better. You don't sweat a lot. You don't have a lot of that dryness around your mouth. And you know what? Hit the dollar store and get your chapstick and keep it funky. That's all it is too, baby.
Well, I would recommend some satin lips, lip scrub, and lip balm set. But
Lip
that's
scrub
the
doesn't
Mary
work.
Kay.
That stuff, no. Let me tell you, the lip scrub. What it do is it removes the outer layer stuff
Hex.
that you need for the night beforehand. I put the chapstick on before I go to bed, and then wake up like I'm good. That's it.
He's gonna go get it. But so to piggyback or finish off what these young girls are doing, I mean, I think obviously the beauty industry is mostly geared on women, and of course the pressures of staying beautiful, staying young, to be in the game. I mean, it's just it's too much at times. But again, for me, in my 20s, I really didn't moisturize. I didn't care because I one was 300 pounds, and I was in in depressive mode pretty much all the time. So I didn't really care about how I look. I don't want to say I didn't care how I look. I mean, I've always wear nice clothes. I've always had a massive shoe game. But as far as like my skincare, I didn't really care. But one of the things that when I decided to go through gastric bypass, like I said earlier, the doctor, while I was in therapy prior to the surgery, the doctor said, do something that makes you feel beautiful. And that was and that was what, 2009, because I had the surgery in 2010. That's when I started to kind of do things that made me feel pretty. And at that moment, that's when I started, I started with Avon, obviously because it was his shit. Oh, his stuff.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
That I was using.
Yeah, she
And-
said the S word.
Oh, hush.
You better hit the button.
I was started using his stuff, but over time, I mean, I've upgraded. Like I said, I use Mary Kay. I've even used Monat.
Monet.
Okay. I've used that. But as we age, of course, or depending on how we are, women's skincare changes. So I've had to, change my skincare routine. So at the moment, like I said, I have Mary Kay. I have, matter of fact, even sometimes I'll go from the Mary Kay face wash to, Alicia Keys's face wash.
I never knew.
Yep. So I'll
Wow.
switch that up, but it goes from Oil of Olay to Pond's to Estee Lauder.
Anyways, so it's Black Girl Magic. Yeah, out of High Point.
Out of High Point, yeah.
There's two sisters. BlackGirlMagic.com. They got everything. These young babies got a little eczema action going on, and I have a little bit sometimes.
Oops, I just dropped my wine.
See, that's what you get, professional. And so they had told me what it did, and I bought it, and I love everything it does. So shout out to the babies.
That's what. Good looking out for shouting out the young entrepreneurs, especially sisters. So I wanted to touch on one other subject before we close out, and that was
fun. I'm having a good time. Normally I'm on the other side.
There's no rush. We still got plenty of time. But somebody had mentioned they was a chef. I think it might have been Uncle P. And I wanted to talk about this sandwich that you had breakfast for dinner. And it looked like a diabetes sandwich, and I want to know
diabetes 11. Diabetes 11. That's what it was.
Oh my goodness! What was that? A po' boy? It was like hash brown for the bread,
wait.
I'm
gonna break it down for you. So
break it down.
You get the hash brown. You cook it in the oven, air fryer, whatever you need. You get it crispy, nice and firm. Then you hit it with the French toast batter. Put it back in the pan. Let it get a little bit brown. Then you fry your eggs in another pan. You slide them jokers over. You put your oven down. You got your sausage and your bacon.
Yep.
You slide them jokers on there. Then you put another patty on top. Put a little toothpick in there. Add that little Aunt Jemima to it, and call your doctor the Monday.
I was gonna say I feel my arteries getting smaller as you speak.
Is that keto or just a no?
It's 100% keto and it's 100% non-vegan.
Non-vegan. That was my next question.
100% non-vegan.
I wonder, could we figure out the vegan version of that and still live to see another day?
It will be this. It will be all hash browns with no outside parameters on the hash browns.
Oh no, we got just egg. Just egg works just
batter.
like French toast batter.
Yeah.
We just don't care about that. We ain't talking about that. We don't care about that. We're talking about the hash brown. So we need a regular potato hash brown, then the just egg into it to fry to make the batter. Turkey bacon if you're a vegan.
No, sir.
Wait, hold on. Vegan don't eat
meatless
you
bacon.
fell into the trap.
It will be it had to be some field roast bacon.
Wait. I got it. Jackfruit for the meat, for the bacon.
Okay, show me how to make that into some bacon next time.
Jackfruit with the bacon, and then we add the little other hash brown on top and some non-GMO, HMO, GMO, KMO, LMO,
no PPP,
ABC, honey, syrup.
Well, that's close enough for me. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna have to steal that recipe and
if you make it like that, that makes it kind of vegan-ish. Vegan-ish. It's not quite.
Not quite.
I be confused sometimes between the vegans and vegetarians. That's my big problem, especially in my job. So I am a chef manager at my job.
Okay.
Since you're a comedian, you'll appreciate this. Somebody said on something I was watching one time, they were like, yeah, I'm a pescatarian. And somebody else that was listening said, but I grew up Catholic.
That's it. That's all you need. I tell you, look at Kareem. I'm a vegan, but I only eat meat. It's a whole different, it's the same situation.
Yeah, because down here in the South, they don't believe in that vegan lifestyle.
You don't get it, Karina? You don't
we got turkey burgers.
No, that don't count.
Y'all don't eat fish?
Pescatarian, Presbyterian. Yeah, never mind.
As much of a carnivore I am. I am 100% carnivore.
Yeah.
All right.
I have no problem doing a
veggie burger.
veggie burger or making a vegan
Oh
meal.
yeah.
Yes.
You know, so I have no problem with the zucchini and the vegan chili. The white beans. I have no issues with those.
That's what's
Vegan
up.
nuggets, the vegan nuggets.
The
Oh my
vegan-
God, they're so
yeah.
good.
The whole thing comes down to this. There's nothing wrong with variety. You have to be able to allow yourself to think more than your regular food. So if I make I'm about to make chicken wings or real chicken.
Okay.
But you can make chicken wings with
But you know what?
cauliflower.
But you know what I'll do though? I'll pile on a crap load of greens, spinach, tomatoes. It'll be 80-40. As far as protein with the meat, with the veggies. It's not an issue. People have to stop thinking that, it's vegan or it's
Vegetarian.
vegetarian. It's not going to be good. It's going to be great. You make a what do you call that? What
I'm
the
here
hell
to
that
tell you.
Which one? The oyster
ratatouille. You make a ratatouille with the tomato sauce with the veggies and stir that junk up. Everybody sit there and slap it down, put it on a taco, won't even know what they're eating.
Well, see,
So-
I've slacked because there is processed vegan food. Now
There's a lot
you
of
have some
processed vegan food.
strict vegans who we got to make it from scratch. We got to get the oyster mushrooms and the jackfruit and the heart of palm and break it down.
Eggplant.
But but there are some good meatballs in the frozen section that I
I've
like.
had them.
But
Yes.
okay, I know you guys are very vegan. I know you guys are.
I've had
So
them.
Very,
it's like
very.
it's like having a burger,
Yeah.
a mushroom burger. So you take a big shiitake, put on the grill, all the same ingredients, vegan cheese if you like cheese, with the same toppings, in a vegan bun. What's the difference? Nothing, because if you really bite that burger, that mushroom
taste.
is meaty, but right,
Meaty enough.
the meaty enough in that burger
Yeah.
is enough to satisfy you for that craving.
Yeah.
All it is really is a craving.
Yeah.
It's like me hitting a vape. I don't smoke blacks no more. I smoke a vape.
Good.
It's
Okay.
not good, but I can do it in the house and nobody complains it stinks.
Yeah.
But-
Yeah.
When you have that shiitake mushroom all nice and thick, marinated in all the sauce and juices, you hit it with the cheese and then you put your little toppings on
Tastes
there.
just like a
and
burger.
then it's a burger.
All right, time to wrap the show up. I'm getting hungry. No, just,
You asked me. I ain't asked you.
Look, we gotta get pointers from all point of views. Like, do you use it? I found that one of my things, because I was a cheese lover, but I learned that cheese is so addictive. It releases the endorphins similar to a heroin addict, right? So I went through the whole cheese withdrawal. And I found out in the beginning that the vegan cheese didn't melt like it should.
It doesn't.
And so, what is your secret? Because I found nutritional yeast is a great way, and vegan-friendly butter on your bread with the vegan cheese and the nutritional yeast.
Yeah.
It'll give you what you need.
But if you don't know how to season it and watch it, here's the thing. People make food and walk away. This is the problem. So if I'm making food you guys come to the house. I know y'all vegan. I'm going to sit down with Kay and be like, yo, these cats are vegan. What we going to do? I'm going to research what I need to make because I want to make sure we want to make sure that our guests are taken care of
That part.
coming into our home.
Yeah.
Because when you do that, I'm not just respecting how you live your life and what goes by you guys. It's a respectability all the way around. Matter of fact, it might be a point we might make the whole thing vegan and there's no meat. It's not going to hurt our soul or
For a few hours.
for a couple hours. It's not going to be that. And people have to understand that it doesn't take that much to get the same the same satisfaction in your meal down to it. Because I can cook you up some red lentils with the red lentil pasta with the cheese.
Come on.
And girl, you might give me a ring when you leave.
Oh Lord.
Oh, they got one. Sorry.
Right, like.
But
I love it.
People have to be open to these ideas of
true.
being okay with that.
See, we love to eat, so we're not opposed to.
But there's no vegan liquor though, and I'm a keep drinking liquor.
Well, technically there is, even though I'm driving sober over 3 years now. So,
Oh, congratulations!
I'm
but
sorry.
there is vegan tequila, and there are
I'm sorry about all that.
Drums,
My
please.
apologies to you and your tequila.
Oh, I'm good, but
okay.
yeah, enjoy, and I love the realness because the culture of your love between the two of you pours out onto how you treat people. I mean, we watch vicariously. We're long overdue for a visit
Yeah, we do.
and dinner and a date together, double date.
Yes, what's up? Paintball, what's up?
Yes,
That's
yes.
what's up.
Please don't count it on our heart. You know, being a caregiver is no excuse, but we try to make time.
It's been a minute. We haven't been to the Improv. We need to hit the comedy club.
Yeah. We need to see PJ on stage though.
I have not done anything but write, but I will be getting back on stage.
That's what's
probably
up.
soon.
Yes.
Buster's coming in April. What's up?
Busta Rhymes.
Yes,
Oh wow. To where?
the Ritz.
The Ritz in Raleigh.
Okay.
Oh wow.
The Ritz holds about 500. It's a small venue.
Mm-hmm.
You're real close to you're there. I saw Rakim there. So
That's what's up.
Oh, that's right. I knew I heard the name of the club. Yep. He
Yeah.
came last year. Yep.
he's come the last 3 years. Listen, what I want to tell you, if you want a time, I've never been a Buster
Really, Sheena?
club. I'm sorry.
Hey, Tito's.
I've never been to a Buster Rhymes concert.
I like
I've been waiting since I was 18 to go to one.
Oh wow.
My
You're
birthday
in.
is in
You're
March.
in for a treat. Trust and
I need
believe.
to go.
He
I
never
wanna lose
disappoints.
My voice.
Yeah.
He never disappoints. He never disappoints. And believe it or not, I had the opportunity to meet him working with one of his artists, Prayer. Yeah. He
I
gives
don't
like
like
he gives like the grandma hugs. Like he holds you like he ain't gonna never see you again. Like Busta is so real. Now he's no nonsense though. Don't get it twisted. He will let you have it.
And I'm gonna segue from that to I actually met him one time, but it was under different circumstances. I was managing a rapper at the time, a local rapper from Richmond, VA. Shouts out to my man Tony Black. But we went to a music conference down in Miami. And my business partner at the time, I had told him I was working in college radio at the time, so I knew how to do all the interviews. And I tried to give him a heads up. I said, "Look, don't just go walking up to these folks talking about you, interviewing them, and asking them questions. You got to let them know what's up. You got to introduce yourself, this, that, and the other."
Right.
We see Buster sitting out in a truck out in front of this club. How about he walked up, leaned on the window of the truck, tape recorder in hand, started asking Buster all these questions. Buster looked down and saw the red light on the tape recorder. Go, yo, you recording me, dude?
Yep.
Yeah,
And he
don't
did
play.
like this out the window, and there was 2 trucks full of his boys parked right behind him. And my business partner had the nerve to look at me and say, "You got my back, right?" I said, "Shit."
Outback.
Let me tell you, I've worked with T.I. I've worked with Nas. We ain't got your back.
Nah.
We working with people with a bigger bag.
No,
Listen, they already big. Busta is already a big dude.
he knows martial arts.
He's a big dude, but you best believe the guy that's going to come up to you whenever he throw his hand up like that is probably a foot taller than him.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's all right, though. You know what I got for him? Speaker.
Oh no, this the culture, but it's all
Love
love
this conversation.
here.
Love it.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
So listen, we cannot end this show without dropping some jewels. So before we go, we like to have reflections of how we triumph and how we get through in this lifestyle of being entertainers and creatives and doing it together as couples. What are your final thoughts for those like us who are doing it big and doing it together?
It's a wrap.
So, first and foremost, you got to bring God into the picture.
Yes.
I mean, it's easy to fall out of your relationship with God, but you got to keep God first. And once that's set, right, and again, it's not perfect all the time, but communication is very, very important. One of the things that I always tell people is that before he's my husband, he's my friend. So sometimes when we have conversations, we don't have conversations as husband and wife. We have conversations as friends. I'm like, okay, can I take my wife hat off? Or he takes a husband hat off, and we do have the uncomfortable, real conversations as friends. But communication is vital. We do agree to disagree sometimes because we don't always see eye to eye. You know, we have different points of view. We sometimes treat people, even though we are, we're pretty similar about treating people, but sometimes we do approach people differently. But we respect each other's ways. It's a give and take, and there's a lot of compromising. There's a lot of compromising, but mutual respect also is important. And again, we're not perfect. We're not. We're going into 26 years together, and 20 years.
Don't clap. Don't clap. Don't clap. Don't clap.
20 years married. Going
She don't
into
do all the
21.
laundry.
Oh.
This is not the place to air your dirty laundry.
Oh my goodness. Oh,
She
he
said
rubbing
the-
off on him.
But
rubbing off.
it's important that we try to respect each other's point of views, and we all have our different separate interests, and we try to support each other in those interests. Again, it's not easy being with someone this long, and I'm still, even though I'm Karina and kind of like the core of Karina, who she is, I have evolved over the years, and he's evolved over the years. So we also got to take into account that we are not the same people that we were when we first met, and that we stay loving on each other as we evolve as individuals, as well as
You don't want to hear all that mushy stuff. Let me tell you something.
He was about to cry in the car. That's why he had to stop you, because he was feeling it.
Lord,
No, let me tell you what it is.
right, Sheena?
Listen, you come down the line, some things work, some things don't. Here's the whole purpose of everything. If it's worth fighting for, you fight for it.
Yeah.
If you don't fight for it, it is what it is. So don't take it as a loss if it doesn't work out. But take it as a gain if you can grow and develop and move forward and then elevate with that. Girls don't tell you that crap.
True that.
All that little emotional stuff. I'm gonna tell you what it is, cuz. So because if you're at a certain level, again, long time,
26.
yeah, what she said.
Going on 26.
Not the way
Elevation.
she
People say
said.
couple goals and all that crap. Listen, let me tell you something. Couple goals, and let me tell you, it ain't what you think it is.
No.
Jay-Z, Beyonce, Batman, Michael Keaton, all them people like that, they go through a lot of things. Some things they suck. You get mad at your partner.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to talk to you today. Matter of fact, I want to talk to you this week. But if it's something that's worth salvaging, you have to take your ego out the picture and understand that, you know what, she's who she is, I'm who I am. And at the same time, where we want to go. Because if it's not the same direction, all right, you know what, it's been a great ride. I holler at you. But if it's something worth salvaging, you have to take the time to
Work at it.
And not only that, rebuild your foundation, make sure it's secure, and then the next time it goes up, there shouldn't be no way water breaks your foundation. When a situation like that.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be pretty, it's not going to be great, but at the same time, you have to respect each other. Whether it's wrong or right, respect each other and listen. And for fellas, remove that ego and make sure that you allow yourself to sit back, listen to what she's saying, understand, and then also be able to return it back to her in the same way she gave it to you. So if she's giving it to you in the way that Karina just spoke, you give it back to her that way. Don't come with the rah-rah stuff, because all you're doing is now you're shutting things down and you're making it harder for you later on.
True that. True that.
You know what I'm saying? That's all.
Definitely. Okay. You took a breath like you was getting ready to spit another line, so I had to hesitate.
I had to get my hammer.
Oh wow, that's interesting.
No, that's
What
vegan.
is it vegan?
It was
Give-
born in the Himalayas.
It's
give-
Sponiac.
You know what? Give Fat Thor his hammer back.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
I can't.
Wait, show Chyna.
Hold on.
You
I
can't make
give it
this
back to
stuff
Thor
up.
because he didn't earn it. Because
Tori.
you get that yak be doing it to you. Though.
Sorry.
Can't make this
we'll
stuff
do drinks
up.
next time. Don't worry about it. We'll do drinks.
Well, once again, we definitely appreciate the both of you coming on. It's always a pleasure talking to you. We definitely expect to see a lot more good things coming out from you. And also, you know, shouts out to your live audience. You know,
They going ham.
are they? I guess you know. I'm keeping an eye on everything. I got all kinds of devices and things going here, but
he be on top of shit. So, I'm sorry.
you know, these are just for show for now. Anyway,
And these two. I can't see nothing.
but once again, this has been another ChynaGroove podcast. We appreciate our guest Karina Beltre and the funny guy, as it says in the scroll at the bottom, PJ Yancey, ladies and gentlemen.
Tell them once again where to find you.
You can find me on Instagram at Uncle P, and then on TikTok Uncle P40. Let me tell you something real quick. 30 seconds. Everybody that's on TikTok, Instagram, tell your tales over to TikTok so I can go live over there. I got about 1,500 of y'all over there. I got 500 on TikTok. The math ain't mathing. So I need y'all to swap over there. So I can go on TikTok so I can buy at least I gotta feed him.
Sir, that plug is going to cost you about $50.
Ooh.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send you some food stamps. Then when the 15 hit, I'm gonna hit you with the other half of that.
He's so serious. I love y'all. Thank you so much for coming on. We could not
Definitely.
have made any of this stuff up. Yeah, where can we find you?
Instagram and Facebook, it's Karina Beltre. And on TikTok, it's Karina Beltre 507.
And that is, as you see on the screen, the model,
Woo!
Karina Beltre.
Wait, hold on. Where's my pictures at? I got my belly out.
I mean, I threw a couple of them up there.
No, you didn't. You're racist.
You said you had on the sheen.
I'm racist.
Nah, that's all right. I'm gonna report you to the people.
What people?
Love you, Cleveland. Tori, I love you. Sheena.
I'm gonna talk to the people.
Shout out to all of the above. Yes.
indeed.
So you know what? This is the first time we've been interviewed together.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Not like this. No.
We gotta do it again.
Yeah. So
Yes,
Yeah,
no doubt.
part 2 definitely, especially after Money Calls. I cannot wait to watch that. When y'all please keep us posted when it drops.
Yeah.
we will absolutely.
And we got to go watch Technophobia, right?
Yes.
That's
we
on
gotta
Tubi?
check that one out.
That's
Yeah.
on no. Technophobia
No, it's on
and
YouTube.
Alcophobia are on YouTube right now.
YouTube.
That was YouTube,
That
okay.
was the YouTube.
Yeah.
Y'all everywhere. They never there. Bye, Milo.
Say bye. Say bye. I feel like a white person. Bye.
Bye.
Love you guys.
Thank y'all.
Enjoy your
I
chicken
love
wings.
Thank
Love
you. So
you.
much for having us. It was
Yes.
long
Not a
overdue.
problem.
Long.
Indeed.
This is awesome.
Please.
That's
And
fun.
then
April.
yes, we gotta set a date.
April. Double date. April. Got you.
Okay,
What's in April?
double date.
Buster.
Buster. Yeah.
What it is right now?
Like that. Buster.
What it is right now. Buster. What?
Can they flag us for bad singing?
No.
I don't do that.
Only the original audio.
Excuse me. I don't do that.
And on that note, thank you once again, Mrs. Karina Beltre and Mr. PJ Yancey and Milo.
And Milo.
Hey, look, Jared, they're talking about you.
He has no cares whatsoever to give about this.
I mean, he did flip the
Camera?
top of the camera down a little so they can see how he's sitting over here.
Yeah, he over there
Look,
like-
no, flip the camera down.
He'll be like,
Look at this, look
like
at
a
it.
diva
Look
girl.
at it,
Look
look
at
at
it.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's
He said you be posing.
Yeah,
He saw you posing, so he just doing what you do.
you're right. A big baby. Uh-oh.
Yeah, we talking about you.
All right,
Oh
guys,
wow.
thank you, and I
Love
hope you. guys have a
you.
blessed night, and I love you.
Later,
You
guys.
too. Good
Likewise.
night.
Hope you all have a great evening and thank you
You too.
again for coming on. Peace.
Thank
Thank
you
you for having us.
Ooh,
Well, I think
love
that's,
them too.
likewise, they're always, You can always count on the realness, and you can always count on some good nuggets and some jewels, and definitely a fun interview, to say the least.
I mean, it's never a dull moment with the two of these beautiful, lovely, luxurious people. And
shouts out to Big Cleveland, Anthony Wilson.
Once again, we got to get you on the show, bro.
Appreciate you. Got to get you on as well, my brother.
Indeed.
So, Mrs. ChynaDoll, any words to close out the show?
I am just so filled. My face is hurting from laughing at PJ and his punchlines. He did good. We only had 3 or 4 cuss words on the whole show, so it was technically PG-13, and that's a good thing, right?
Right.
Oh yeah, Cleveland said let him know he's ready to do the show. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm excited. I can't wait to do more and more of this. We thank you all for watching. And listen, like she said, keep God first. Communication in all areas, in all relationships, whether it's your intimate relationships, business relationships, or when it comes to your contracts. Whatever it is, you need to be able to speak your mind and stand your ground. And no is no, and yes is yes.
No
at
doubt.
the end of the day.
And that's the final word. And on that, we're out.
We out.
It's a wrap. 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 It's a wrap.